Just state your name.
My name's Tom Glenn. On July 18th, my grandson's house burnt down. Before their clothes could quit smoldering, the what I call the undevelopment department was out putting notices up on it, and they wrote this letter. I just give Mr. Egan their copy of it. Telling my son how he was in code violations and he wasn't allowed to enter the premises without their permission. They wanted him to buy a permit to demolish it, which I believe if you know him and the stuff he has, he's more than capable of demolishing or taking care of the problem. Of course, the remedy and if you wanted to appeal this letter, you have to give him $159. This is the same old Vendetta. I mean, like I said, their clothes weren't even done smoldering, and they're out there posting notices.
What's the date of the letter?
July 21st, and the notices were posted the same day, the 18th. So, I mean, you guys, the assessor's office, they sent notice out, you need any help with tax relief or any of this. I think up at the top of your letter heading here on their department, it says housing and rehab. How come they weren't saying, do you need any help rehabbing? You got $70,000 a year stamp lickers. It takes 5 months to get a building permit. I can tell you, we're not waiting 5 months for a building permit. We're gonna build a house. We got plans being drawn now. We're gonna hire a private building inspector. And anybody has a problem with it, I'll raise a militia to guard it. We're tired of being picked on. And this is as low as you can get. And you guys, I see you want to fund the $100,000 for abatement to that department? I don't think so. I'll use one good for instance, as they're out there at the Jinx's place, the old Litchfield Garage, daily picking on them. But they drive by the 7 Acres Cafe and that ghetto behind it, which, Joe Bertotti seems to own. So, you're not targeting and choosing. One person's plans I heard rolled around in the postal system for a month because they didn't put enough postage on them, mailing them to Sacramento. What's up? Max Brewer was a single building inspector here from the 60s through the into the 70s. Statistically, he was doing 30 times more permits by himself and one part-time inspector or part-time secretary. You got $1,200,000, $300,000 worth of stamp lickers up there that can't even put the right postage on a set of plans. You guys need to disband this set of misfits and start over. Get you one engineer that when you got an engineered set of plans, it should be stamped approved. Your liability release. And this Vendetta thing of one day of this, the trailer house on that burnt down over on Richmond Road, there was no notices sent out on that one. Nothing. The Wimple kid from Milford, he went over and helped them clean it up, hauled all the scrap in that was left of it. This is a pick and choose, and let's pick on the Glens again. And you guys got a chance right here.
Tell me, when was the fire?
It was on July 18th. Happened to be my wife's birthday that day too.
Notices, did you say it's the 18th? You got that notice the same day?
It says here the 21st, but they put the notice. They went up and put notices on the post and all of it in front of it on the 18th. Like I said, their clothes weren't even done smoldering. And I can tell you that I'm not going to take much more of this. You know, there's going to be grave civil actions or other actions. And you guys got a chance right now to stop this. You need to defund this whole fiasco upstairs and start from scratch. And that's my opinion.
Protocol on that, Richard, on instances like this, I know we have protocol, but you know what they are? off.
Well, in the case of a fire like this, and the department typically will be notified by the fire department. In this case, I don't know if that's the case or not, but normally the local fire department will notify them that, you know, as a courtesy that some incidents happen, and they will go out. Once they're notified, you know, determine if it's suitable for re-entry or not, and then they'll post it, you know, if it's not, they'll post it immediately and follow it up with a letter outlining the requirements. I think the criticism of the tone of the letter is duly noted. It could be, I have a copy of the letter that Tom just gave me. It could certainly be reworked. The content of the letter, however, I think is important for a landowner to know, you know, the codes that are applicable and what they need to comply with them. But I would agree as far as the tone of the letter could certainly be improved.
Well, the insurance is not even being, it's still being worked on. The last of it, like I said, their thing up here says housing rehab grants and loans. I didn't see them reach out for any of that. You know, but like you say, it's personal, has been personal. It was personal 2 months ago. It was personal 2 years ago. Our file is as tall as this building right here. And it just continues on, and you guys are allowing it. And that needs to stop. You know, we're not going to take any more of it.
Thank you for bringing that in, and we're sorry for your loss, and we will follow this up, I'm sure.
All right, thank you, gentlemen.